fates.
Yeah.
Welcome back, gang fam. Wham bam.
Welcome back
To the jam.
Squad fam. We have new armor.
Yeah, boy.
I think we got that last
It's
time.
not gonna work. It's too heavy.
You fat roll with it?
Oh no. Yeah,
That
it was.
sucks.
It was, dude.
What about, can you keep the armor? The armor's the sickest part.
The armor's the heavy bit, dude.
Oh, well, maybe just
Yeah.
keep the hood. The hood was kind of, or the helmet maybe. The helmet was kind of cool. Wolf Knight? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
I don't hate that.
Yeah. It's
Cool.
not the worst.
Cool burrito beans, boys.
So what are we even doing this
What are we
DLC?
doing? Well, I see. The thing is, I kept dying, so it's like, where was I going? You know what I mean?
I think, well, you killed that big boy, so
you a
maybe
dead boy?
that's a
It's a
that's a
dead boy.
pile of nothing, dude.
That's a pile of bones.
That's a
man.
pile of nothing.
You know what they say about bones? You.
Oh, there was that bridge with the dragon on it that you tried to get past.
Yeah. Well, I know that's where I need to go next, but I
Yeah.
don't know if I can actually do that.
Oh, you can do it. Maybe if you don't do that.
If I believe in myself.
Yeah. I have a story. I mentioned this earlier today.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
have a good old wholesome story.
Oh, story time.
So I'm in my like final year of studying, doing a computer science degree.
What a nerd.
And I've started doing like when I started uni, I was doing a software engineering degree, which is the same thing, just different title.
Sure.
And then like halfway through that, I was like, fuck this. I hate engineering. I hate the engineering part of engineering. It's like writing reports and talking about things, but not actually doing anything. So I was like, fuck it.
Not for your
Not
boy.
for me. I want to make things. I don't want to talk about making
Sure.
things. So
Ironically, you now have a podcast where we talk about.
I talk about making
Yeah.
things, yeah, but I enjoy this. Engineering, not so much.
Oh, cool.
So I swapped to computer science, which
Yeah.
again, same thing. So pretty much all of my like courses carried over.
Yeah.
So I didn't have much left. At
That's
least
good. Yeah.
I thought I didn't.
Well,
have much
you
left.
fucked
That's
up.
another story.
You
this
fucked
isn't
the
that
pooch.
story.
You fucked the pooch on that one.
This isn't that story.
Yeah.
So, but as part of moving to science, there were a few science courses I had to kind of complete, like first year science thing.
Sure.
One of them being first year statistics. Now, I'd done my math, I'd paid my dues, I'd done my multivariable calculus and all of
Definitely,
that
for sure.
in engineering, so I didn't have to do any of that. But
Yeah.
I didn't even have to do the math, but I had to do the statistics paper, and I was like, all right, it's fine, it's stats, it's just probabilities and shit, it'll be fine. So I did it. I did stat the first time,
Yeah.
like probably a year and a half ago.
How'd that go?
I failed.
Yep. Good.
So
Good. Yes.
so in I guess in Australia, if you fail, so we're like, yeah, we're different to States. We're like 1 to 7,
Yep.
and a 4 is a pass, and a
Yes,
3 is a fail.
correct.
And 3, you generally don't get 2s or 1s.
Well, you do.
It's pretty-
Some people do.
I don't get 2s. Or 1s.
Some. I guess statistically, some people must.
So I got a 3 on this the first time I did it. I was like, man, fuck. So I just have to do it again. It's the kind of thing where if you fail, you just have to do it. It's pretty hard to flunk out of uni in Australia. You have to really.
You gotta really try.
You really gotta
Yeah,
try.
You gotta do a lot of
A
drugs.
lot of unis will just be like, yeah, just keep trying. You're paying us.
You
so,
gotta do
we
like
don't care.
a ton of ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's hard, isn't it? Because
It's
they want you to keep failing because it makes them.
Because it makes them money, and because they kind of want you to pass eventually.
No.
Anyway, long story short, I failed it the first time, so I had to do it again. I was like, oh, I really want to just get this over and done with. So I was like,
Sure,
I've done
yeah.
it once, it'll be fine.
Well.
So I did it a second time.
every word you
Look.
speak, I'm like, Ben, please.
So I did it a second time in summer semester,
Yeah.
and failed.
Wait, how did you fail a summer semester?
Because dude, look, I don't know. Look,
That's
I
impressive.
Look, let's just say I don't know how I failed this many times, but
Like at
as
this
we
point,
continue.
yeah, it's impressive. Yeah.
So I failed that, and I was like, that was a waste of a good holiday. Because then I immediately went into the next year, and I didn't have a holiday between.
Did you do it?
Years.
Did you do the statistics straight away?
No. So
you a
I had
dum-dum?
one semester where I just did other stuff.
You
And
a
I was
dum-dum?
like, all right, I need to do.
Dude, 3 in a row. You would have fucking kicked it.
It's more I didn't know I had failed statistics.
So you'd already elected.
So I'd
other
already
subjects.
elected other courses.
Sure, yeah.
So in this case, I was like, all right, I'll do it second semester this year, and this was
Right.
last year.
Yeah.
So, the second time, so the third time, I'm doing it. I'm doing okay.
Yeah. Sure.
But I make a complete fucking newbie mistake, and I forget that the mid-semester
jeez.
exam for
Oh,
the
jeez.
course was on a Saturday, and I didn't check my timetable properly, and I was in Sydney.
Where?
I was in Sydney with my dad on
How
the
did-
Saturday of my mid-semester
How did you
exam.
fuck that up?
I don't know.
That's
'Cause-
like
no, so
impressively
let me put it this way.
stupid. Ben.
The course kept changing between having mid-semester and not having mid-semester.
Right,
So
but
my
you
brain was funky.
But
Look, let me just continue the story. So at that stage, a friend of mine was like, "You come to the exam," and I was like, "I can completely." And I was like, I can't. I was like, I looked at what I could do, and I was like, I should just pull out. So I pulled out without academic penalty.
Did
so,
you pay for it?
I think I just managed to not pay for it. So I didn't pay for it, luckily. So that was just a.
Wow.
I just got out quick.
You just goofed on that one.
This kind of tells how much I've done this course, but I think I failed it a third time.
Wow, you're just not
I don't
sure?
remember
Like,
when. But look, there were a lot of failures. And so I did that. So I'm in my final year, and I'm like, I was actually at the point where if I failed the course again, the uni would say
no,
stop.
They're like, dude, please, no.
That's I got very close to the difficulty of
but
kind
is
of
that,
fucking uni.
would you not be able to
I
do...
would have to change to IT, which doesn't require the stats paper, but I've technically finished an IT degree.
Because they were like, this boy's not good enough at math.
He can't do the stat, but I've
Right.
done everything else. I could just switch to IT and get that, but I want computer science
Sure, yeah.
because it's better.
But okay. Yeah.
But I was like, I have one more chance.
With you so far.
So I took it last semester, so the semester that just ended, and I went hard, boy.
No, you
I went in.
Were you a study boy this semester?
I don't know what happened, but I got my results like 2 days ago.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this.
Can you? Oh mate, you got out. So, mind you. Oh no! He's down with you, boy.
That's horrifying.
No escape. You kind of just attacked into it. So, to cut a long story short, got my results a few days ago.
Sure.
And I got a 7.
Wow.
Literally
And
highest grade.
the same boy that they were like.
The same boy that was like, he's failed this course 3 times. I got a 7.
I mean, to be fair, they had good reason to think he couldn't do math.
Look, let's put it this way. My GPA for that course alone
Well, no,
is a 4.
Well, the thing is, you didn't fail it. The thing is, you didn't fail it 3 times. You took it 4 times. You failed it 3 times. No, you took it 5 times.
I took it 5 times in total. Failed it 3.
Dude, that's fucking insane.
Dropped out of it once.
You should
without penalty.
That's the.
So I got a 7.
You gotta fucking have a look at what you.
Look, let me put it this way. I got 7s in all of my courses.
Wow.
This semester.
That sucks.
So I went hard.
I used to think
something.
you were a cool guy.
Yeah, like I don't know what happened. I just suddenly did really well in all my courses.
That's crazy, dude.
So.
Did you suddenly feel like the crushing impending doom of being like?
Well, look. Let me put it this way. I was still worried about failing stat, and then I got the email, and it's like you got a 7, and I was like, that looks like a 2.
I mean, how could you be worried? You've done it more times than the people who fucking taught it, probably. You know what I mean?
Well, it's the wee realization where I was like, I got a 7. I could probably tutor it if I wanted to.
I mean, sure, but they would look at your record and be like,
they're looking at me like, really?
Did this boy cheat? Like, that's
I got a 7.
Did they ask you if you, like, did you get investigated?
Look, I know the content.
I mean,
got a
sure,
7.
but it feels like you may have cheated, is what it might look like.
Yeah, so it's that happened.
That is radical, dude. Wow, your life is just a roller coaster.
I don't know.
Isn't it? Like, that is so crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't like. It's not. I'm not proud of it.
Yeah, you know,
it's like
yeah,
I got nearly full marks on the course, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but it took me a while.
I mean,
dude.
cumulatively, you would have passed it eventually.
I'm more happy about getting all the other decent grades.
Right. I mean, if you could have added together all of the times that you've taken it, you would have passed. Like,
yeah, no, literally, my GPA for the entire course is a 4.
For what? For just for statistics.
Yeah. So for statistics,
hey,
I technically got a 4.
GPA 4's not bad.
Yeah, which I'm happy with.
I mean, hey, look.
That's a pass. That's all I wanted it. You know, that's what I wanted.
Mate,
the first time I did it.
4's open doors, mate. That's what I
got
say.
it eventually.
All right, that's fine.
I got my 4. I just got 3 more.
It just took you a year and a half to get that.
Yeah.
Well, no, 2 years. Well, 2.5 years if it's 5 times.
A while.
Look.
Took me a while. So I did it. That's my story. I passed statistics with a 7. Good
things come to those boys who wait. Those math boys that wait is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So now
dude, that's fucking buck wild, dude. That's a crazy story that you've got right there. How do you explain that when your kids are like, I don't want to study? You're like, look, kids.
You're like, look, just fail 3 times and then you'll pass very well.
Daddy he sucked at math and then he did it a bunch.
And I suddenly got very good at it.
I'm not saying be good at school. What I'm saying is if you fail, you got to go back again.
Let's put it this way. The reason I did so well this time is all I did was I didn't learn the content. I learned how to do well on the exam.
Well, that's how you pass university,
There is a big difference
That's how
between
you
those
pass
two.
a uni course.
Because the first few times
It's not like exclusive for that course. That's just how you do university.
Because the first few times I went through the course, I really tried hard to learn the content, and that did not work. Because I'm not a statistics boy.
Dude. Exam technique and assignment writing is like 99%.
I got good at the assignments because I did them
because you've done them 4 times. How was that on you for like plagiarism? Where you had to be real careful? Or?
No, I rewrote everything from scratch. Like,
right, but I feel like your brain would have been infected by your previous knowledge.
Nah, because a lot of the assignments were like, do a experiment.
Yeah.
Okay. And I just did completely different experiments every
No, that's
time.
good. I feel that. I like that a lot.
You know, so I was like I was hyper aware of self-plagiarism, obviously, because I'd done the course so many times.
Well, you know, it's funny. Is it plagiarism if it's yourself? Probably
it is.
Not.
No, it absolutely is still plagiarism.
But if I'm philosophical.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
You know, but
no, come on!
Fucking
gut cuss.
Nice. As I was saying, it absolutely is plagiarism because if you submit it to uni, it stops being your work and becomes a submitted
but I guess
report.
what I'm saying is
if you write a draft and then like submit the draft, that's fine because that's your work.
No, well, right, but what if there's a clone of me, right? And then he writes.
Look, if there's a clone of you, we're talking about like clone ethics, which is like a whole nother
well,
episode.
I'm thinking if there's a clone of me that's taking uni courses for me, am I cheating? Well, you know what I mean? Is that what I'm doing?
Probably.
That doesn't feel like that's true. Because it's still me, right? Like I'm still the boy taking it's my code. It's my genetic code.
What if you had what if you were like so like fucked up and dead?
Yeah.
Like
sure.
what you did that
right.
Every single one of your organs, including your skin, was replaced.
With
Are you
what?
still you?
With
transplants.
Is my brain pan still in there?
No, your brain was replaced, but it has the exact same connections as your previous one.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's
still you?
I mean, it's more me than I probably am right now.
What? It's like the something boat. Is that like
what?
That's what
Well, it's like the shovel. If you change the handle, it's
like the boat. Yeah, if you change every part of a boat, is it the same boat?
And it's like, you know what? We're all gonna die soon anyway.
Dude, you were getting cursed something real right now.
I am going for those cells, baby boo.
You're getting.
Oh no, don't Amber.
That he's straight up gonna curse you. You're actually gonna die.
Die the same way I died last time.
What? As a pile of crystals. Oh, David, you're so close to being fucked.
Dude,
you're in the danger zone.
I am the danger zone.
You are in the. You're having a real trouble there, eh?
How are you still alive? You tiny piece of
you're
shit.
You're straight up in the danger zone.
Dude, I'm fine. Get the fuck off my dick hole.
Danger zone. Woo! You rolled too early.
You rolled too early.
I'm just gonna point that out.
Well,
welcome to the 15-minute special.
I'm gonna get safe, and then
we're gonna be here for a few more minutes.
No, don't fucking speak down to me. I gotta go save these cells.
Good idea.
I'm gonna go spend these cells, and then that's the end of the episode. It's a tight little, neat little 15-minute package.
Tight little thing where I talk about how I got a decent score in statistics.
Your fucking education is a wild ride. Like every time you tell me a story about uni, I'm like, how did you fuck that up?
Last semester I tutored a course, and like everyone who tutored it, there's like the course kind of like rolls into like a course this semester. And everyone who I tutored the course with last semester is like, yeah, like we're gonna tutor this course next semester because it's like it kind of rolls on one to the other. And they're like, oh, are you doing that course, Ben? And I was like,
did it 2 years ago.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm doing it. I'm like, they were asking like, are you gonna tutor it? And I was like, no, I'm doing the course. They're like, you're a 5th year student. Why are you doing a 1st year course? I was like,
I'm bad at planning.
I do things in weird ways. I'm doing like a 1st year, 2nd year, and 3rd year course this semester. It's great. I'm gonna be like tutoring people who are doing the same courses as me.
Just the oldest person in the room.
I honestly feel like a mature age student sometimes.
Kind
it's
of
real gross.
dude. Well, on that revelation, we're out of here, guys.
Bye, fam.
We'll see you guys in the next episode of Dark Souls 3, unless something happens and we die in a horrible accident.
You can tell that it's the end of the session because we're making the ending very long.
What are you talking about? We're not still going. Goodbye.